of you are into business or wanting to get into business, but those of you who are not related to any business can look at it as networking. When you meet people, when you socialize, a lot of us, I know a lot of you have told me, do some sessions where, how can we talk to people when it comes to a big gathering? We are a little nervous or conscious about meeting people. So those people also will be able to get something out of today's session. When networking to grow your business and digital networking strategies, I will just touch upon it because I'm not going to cover much of digital thing. In other technical sessions, technology sessions, it will be covered. But how do we get good results from networking? And how can we make use of networking to become use some strategies to improve or to make our business more successful, is what we are going to cover in this session. So I want to ask, I am nervous, yes. So I want to ask people, when I say networking, what comes in your mind? Putting it in the chat quickly, one by one, whatever comes in your mind when I say networking, just keep putting in the chat. Hi, Cora. Hello, Neeta. Just keep putting it in the chat. What does tell you when talking to people? Networking, Anjana says, I'm nervous, as you said before that, but what does networking bring in your connect to people with same interest? Wonderful, Nirmala. Sharing with others what we do or know. Wonderful, Vaidehi. Connecting with people, Jyoti, good. Getting in touch with our friends, family, and getting connections from them, excellent. Cora, connecting and building up a group of like-minded people, yes. Collaborate, yes. Great. So most of you have given something in the chat box, which is more or less yes. But when I say networking, now we know we are talking, this topic is covered under the Startup Accelerator program. So my focus is going to be, how can I make use of my networking group, networking reach that I have, or any association, Facebook or Instagram. Yes, Bharti. You have one person, and from word of mouth, people grow. Okay, Bhavna, yes, okay. So networking can be, let me give you an example. Today, supposing we are, how many people are we here? 15. Okay, so about 12, 13 people are here in this group. And I just invite all of you for an evening over a cup of coffee at 5 p.m. today. And I will send you an invitation to say, you people have never met each other, okay? But I will just send a message to all of you to say, let's meet at coffee today. And I have invited some more people. Let's talk over coffee, okay? What will be your thought? There's nothing right and wrong, I always tell in my session, so don't hesitate. Whatever comes in your mind, just say, what will
I would be thrilled.
You will be thrilled. Why will you be
to
thrilled?
meet everyone.
You don't know the people.
Wonder who will come.
You will wonder who will come. Geeta, why will you be thrilled? You don't know
because all the people I'm seeing here, they're all virtual. Now it will become a reality.
No, you don't know who I'm inviting.
Oh, okay.
What is the question, ma'am, Binda ma'am?
I am inviting 15 people this evening for a high tea, 5 to 6:30. And I am telling you, please be there. And I have another 15 people. What is the thought that will come in your mind?
I would still be thrilled, because the fact is that you are inviting me.
Okay, good. Yes,
and I will start after giving them a cup of coffee or tea or a little bit of snack. Probably if the snack is going to be my product, or the tea which is going to be something newly, which is not available in the market, when I am giving them, some people may ask, what is this you have done it to this this thing, what have you added, something like that. When they are asking, I will be starting to catch up with that point, and then start to introduce my this thing, topic. of sharing with whatever I want to do. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So Neeta and then Cora, and I think Bharti.
I would be excited to meet new people.
You will be excited to meet
New people.
new people. Wonderful. That's what I wanted to know. Who are, see, I don't know who's invited, but the very fact that she, Gopi, yeah, I think you have joined with two devices. Just knock off the audio of the other device, okay? Then there won't be an echo. All right. And you are a host, or you have lost the host right? Gopi is a host. Yeah, fine. So let's go ahead. Sorry for this interruption. So how many people, I think Neeta just now said, I'm invited and I'll be thrilled. Okay, there will be new, I mean, she's invited 10 other people. Let's go and see who are the other people. That's my interest. So I'll be delighted. Geeta said, that's my interest. By the he said, I'll go and see. I mean, she immediately thought of snacks or something. But yeah, the focus is what is in it for me. Okay. Now there will be some people, Thodo na, I don't know people why to go. There are people like that also who will say, I got an invitation, I'm not going. I won't tell Binda I'm not coming, but forget it, yaar. कौन जाएगा? I like my evening siesta. आराम से घर पे बैठ के चाय पिएंगे, फिर घूमने जाएंगे and all that. I don't want to travel all the way to go to Binda's coffee and all. That's the idea also. Now, mind you, all of you who I've invited are people who are into the SAP program. You are, that was my intention. But some people might look at it that way. Some people might look, like Neeta said, I'll meet people. Cora and then Bharti.
Yeah, like Neeta, I would love to meet new people. So I'd be interested in kind of jamming up with them.
Right.
Would like to share ideas and things like that.
Great. Thank you. And Bharti.
Yeah. As I have a hobby of making friends is a new hobby. Actually, I sometimes I talk to randomly some people.
Answer question is, what would be your reaction?
My reaction.
An invitation.
Yeah. I will be. Yeah. I will be ready to come. And in mind, something will be there. Kya kuch, maybe some group forming, or we have to subscribe some others. Maybe slightly negative thought also comes for me sometimes. In Mumbai and all, people call for coffee, so the Tupperware thing maybe. But if you call, definitely I think Binda is giving some surprise. She's hosting means it will be very good.
Right. So good, very intelligent response, Bharti, because when I call, I didn't complete actually I did not, I should have put a slide of invitation, but this was just impromptu. I thought of this. But when I invite you, I need to tell you what is the agenda. Okay, otherwise I can't just say ki aajo na mere ghar pe coffee ke liye. No, I will be saying, listen, I've called some more people who are interested in, who are trying to start a home-based business or who are wanting to work on startup projects. So I'll be happy to invite you. Why don't you join in? So I would like to meet people, but would wonder what is the reason. Okay, Bhavna said, BK is my initial also. So I was looking at BK there. So so wonder what was the reason. So it's only right for me to tell you. Without agenda, I can't tell you, so I can't invite. That's not right. So I will be definitely telling you that I've invited other few people like you who are wanting to start up a business, and you'll get to meet new people. That's it. That's my invitation. Then you decide. So some people will say, "Kaun jayega, chodo na." I don't like to meet people. There are people. You don't have to force people. There are people who just एक दो जना पहचान वाले उन्हीं के साथ बात करेंगे, and they don't want to make friends. Bharti likes to meet people, so she said, I would like to go because it's my hobby to meet people and get to know about it. Whether he talks something different. Yeah,
I would still say that I'll be thrilled to come and meet new people, since you have called people whom I may not be knowing, and I will come armed with samples of my brownies and cookies, so that maybe I could get some more some more customers in the future.
Excellent. So when you know the agenda, when you know what it is for, like Geeta said, we will come, because we do invite, we do have these kind of meetings. I'm talking about, when it's a planned offline meeting, we tell people that, okay, you're selling the product, so get some samples of the product. Like if it is Anita who's coming or Anjana who's coming, they might bring some small sachets. Manju, if she's bringing some bukwas, Anita some chaat masala, Bharti something else, because then you're talking about, you're going to, now why are we doing, why we have these topics one after the other, because we are actually wanting to teach you how you are going to make your elevator pitch. You got it now? You're meeting people for the first time, right? You're meeting people for the first time, and then you are actually going to introduce yourself. Is everyone ready here with a 1 minute pitch? Why is there a silence? Is my audio off or everyone is on mute?
Can you
When you're
repeat?
meeting
What is the
people-
question, ma'am?
When you're meeting, now you're already arrived at the 5 o'clock session and you're meeting people. So are you ready with that how to pitch your big idea, introduction of yours? I am Neeta Goyal and I am into this, and I have started my business, or I'm just going to launch my business in the next 3 months. I have these 3 products. Nirmala will say something about her, training and coaching and website and something like that. Everything in 60 seconds, less than 60 seconds. Are you all ready? You must keep practicing. You never know when you can hit the nail. You never know who you meet at the airport, at the taxi stand, while you're traveling. Suddenly somebody is sitting next to you, or baat ban jati hai, और आपने उनको बना दिया. So this morning I got a call. I was in Nasik, and for a 2-day summit. And this morning I got a message, not call, saying, Binda, I need to talk to you. When can I meet? I'll be busy till 3 p.m. I need to talk to you. When can we connect? Just, fortunately I had saved that. We had exchanged cards, but then that person immediately took my number and he gave me a missed call. So udhar hi maine save kar liya. But a lot of times, one card is lying with me. I had gone to this place it's in Mulund only, and they wanted me to do some program. But I have still not saved his. So I'm going to take this example also. I have not saved his number. The card is there because I want to write a mail. That's why I've kept the card next to my workstation. But isko do hafte se zyada ho gaya. It's more than 2 weeks. So when you have your pitch ready, how to pitch your big idea, that talk ready, you don't hesitate. Otherwise, you know what is going to happen? Should I go up to that person? Should I shake hands and talk to her? I don't like her sari. I don't like her face. I won't go to that person. But you are in a meeting where there are other people also who are into business. Unless you talk to that person, you don't know what kind of business they are in. Now, for example, Vaidehi, Geeta, and who's the other one? Anjana, and maybe Manjushri. And also Anita. These are 5 people who are into food related business. Okay. And there is someone who is also food related. So now these 5 people don't know each other. The minute he says, I'm going to do this thing, I'm planning to do this thing. Rita says, I'm already into baking and confectionery. So does that trigger your interest to talk to her more?
Yeah. Yes, I'll start to share my contact, and then I'll tell that if you need anything, so I'm having some health product. If you need anything related to that, so please better contact me.
Yeah. Good. Yes, Geeta. Geeta raised her hand. You want to say something, Bhartiya?
Definitely, I will. I may go with my list of products or maybe card, and whomever person I will talk about my product, maybe my healthy drink when I am having, that is for useful for child to age people also. If some parents are there at home, their home maybe, or I will tell, yeah, this is good, this is actually I helped my mom, so I will describe. Not all products, maybe one or two, otherwise he will get bored. ये क्या मेरे पीछे पड़े, so one or two products I will tell, and I will give my card or
Okay.
that
Right.
whatever.
Now, I will thank you, Bharti. I will take it from here. You heard she said that otherwise they'll get bored. Kya mere piche padi hai? This is one of the important thing also. Now, I said there are 5 people. There are 15 people totally, but there are 5 people related to food. How will you know? They are not going with ice ki main food mein hu, main food mein hu. No. So unless you talk to everybody, you will not know who is in what kind of business. Are you all with me? You're getting what I'm saying? There are 15
Yes.
people, 1.5
Yes,
hour,
Gati,
that
yes.
is 90 minutes of the meeting time, 15 people. So mentally, you have to keep note that I need to at least spend 3 to 5 minutes with each one of them, get to know them. Then there will be somebody like 5 of these who are into food related thing. So with each of them who you're going to listen to that person, only then you will get to know ki bhai Anita makes chaat masala and special masalas and all that. You will first listen to her, and then after you listen, you will tell her what you are doing. So 3 minutes plus 3 minutes, yeah, 3 minutes plus 5 minutes again. Then you will move. And like Bharti said, you cannot just cling on to Anita because she is into your or pura story sunate jao 15 minute usi ke sath. No, you need to move. And that's what our networking meeting. You meet everyone, but you just say hello. You have to first thing, hello, hi. It takes 4 minutes in my ABC, appearance, behavior, and communication. It just takes 4 seconds to make an impression. So you're going to shake hands, smile, look at the person, eye contact, you have connected. Then you are going to introduce yourself. So all of you are going to by heart your how to make your elevator pitch, how to make your big idea, right? Pitch your big idea. Barabar? Now all of you have learned how to do it. You're writing down. This is my introduction. I am Anita Agarwal. I am doing this, or I have been doing this. Now I want to bring in more products, whatever. 30 seconds, 60 seconds के अंदर आपको अपना बोलना है, अपना परिचय देना है. That is important. So, like you carry in your purse, your lipstick, your money purse, and your passes and iCard, this should be with you all the time. आप उसको लिखा हुआ पढ़ के नहीं सुनाओगे, बट आपने इतने बार पढ़ा है कि आपके बारे में आपको आराम. You have to be ready with that all the time because you are an entrepreneur. You are an upcoming entrepreneur. You are wanting to start your business. So already, remember I said visualize what you want. That's your goal. So visualize कि मैं already businessman बन गई हूँ. मैं already बेचने लगी हूँ. मेरा already इतना बड़ा market है. When you start visualizing, you actually start speaking that way. So वो confidence अपने आप आने लगता. When you talk like that, it will show in your face also. So when you're meeting that person, first always listen to what the person has to say. Then you are talking. The minute I listen to Bharti and she's talking about her product, I can see that confidence on her face. I can see that confidence in her kind of confidence she has conveyed. You move from one place to another. So out of 15, you must always be having a target of reaching out or meeting. Now 15 is a small number, but sometimes we go to a gathering or a group ka meeting hota hai, kahin association ka meeting hota hai, where there are 50 people, 100 people, you can't meet. Now I was in Nasik, there were about 165 people. I did not meet everyone, but maybe dur se, but I tried to catch attention of people in that big auditorium. 500 लोगों का auditorium था, बहुत बड़ा था, but we were about 165 people. But I tried, जहाँ जिसकी नजर पड़ती थी, cluster tables थे, seven people. जैसे ही देखा तो I could connect, and at least I gave them a smile. Some people who I लंच ब्रेक, टी ब्रेक में जिनको मैं नहीं मिली थी, उनके पास जाके हेलो किया, हाय किया. And then the minute, they ask you what you're doing, and if what they are doing is of my interest, you talk a few more sentences, then you move to the next person, then you move to the next person. So you cannot meet 100% people if it is a large group, but at least 60 to 75% people say,
Yeah, Binda, can I ask a question?
yes. Can I just
So,
complete this, Nirmala? 1 minute. Let me just complete this sentence. So 60 to 75% से आप exchange करोगे card या अपना introduction. उसमें से out of that 60 to 70%, 50% will generate interest. Out of that 50%, another 50% will actually be related to your business some way or the other. And out of that 50%, only about 10% will be someone who you might think of directly staying in contact with them because they are going to be useful for your business. Okay. Yeah, now I'll take Nirmala's question and then Bharti and then.
So these are two questions. One is that in a informal thing, if you say that it's an informal meet, how good it does it look to give your card to all the people over there?
So when it is informal meet, then you're talking informally, and then the person who's interested in your product or in your business, they will ask you to share the number and you will share it then and there. Okay.
Yeah.
That is
and the second thing is, I have taken many cards from many people, but very rarely have I, contacted them.
I'm coming to that, Nirmala. Thank you for that question. Remember, I said this. I showed you this card that I went to this place. I had a meeting with 4 of their big people and the consultant who took me. So we were 5 of us. Of course, because the consultant took me, I did not write directly. So I'll tell you about how to stay in touch and how to do the follow-up. Okay. So, yeah, Bharti, and then Geeta also has raised her hand. Yes, Bharti.
Yeah. While introducing myself, I definitely don't add my husband's name and all. I will introduce myself as Bharti Hebbar. I don't want to connect with someone for repression and all. And in a group, I look for like-minded people. I have some. I can recognize who all are go with me in big. I don't know, but I select those people. I do, and mainly in a dining table. Yes, we are food related. Definitely, we can catch up with the. So I can this on this I can ask. This in your place. What do you call this? Like that, I can. I try to contact as many as people. Dining table is the best place. Yes, I know.
Thank you. Vandana Mittal is there. Gopi, can you disable the meeting room so that everybody can come in? I have disabled it.
Yes.
Yes, Geeta and Nirmala, have you raised a hand again or you have finished asking your question? Geeta and
Binda, I just wanted to make a point. When you're meeting so many people, you have to be very confident of your own product. You can't go feeling that, oh, maybe hers is much better than mine. You have to be confident that my product is the best. So that is the way, that confidence that I can show and I can convince people then.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, if I feel that, okay, I'm making cakes and there's another person also making cakes, then I start thinking, oh, maybe her cakes are much better than mine, or her things are better than my products. But then that nervousness starts showing in the way you are putting your pitch. So it's very important that you must be confident of your own products.
Absolutely right. So here I'm taking you back to the first session that you did, first assignment, how to make your big pitch. Is it bringing you to this platform now? The second one page business plan. Did you all write why my product is better than everybody else?
Yes.
So that brings you the confidence. You know your product, whether it's 1 product, 2 products, or 3 products. You are already, when you wrote down in the business plan, you already know why I am better than somebody else, or why should people come to me, correct? So that will also help you in talking. And I just said that when you're shaking hands and you're introducing yourself, that confidence has to ooze out, and it will only come when you're ready with these two things. Your homework has to be pakka. Yeah. Thank you, Geeta, for that. And by the way, yes. And I think somebody else also had raised the hand. It's gone down again. Yeah, Vaidehi. Please, someone else was there with the hand. If I have missed out, please raise your hand again. Yeah, Vaidehi. You're on mute.
If it is a common place and if we are, if I am also invited in that place, then if I know that it's going to be something like a business meet, what I would have done, I would have displayed certain things of my product in a corner, and then which will be, the place where it is catchy, the space where it is catchy. If it is not the product, at least I can have my pamphlets or something which is being kept over there near the entrance or after they have their tea or coffee,
So
that kind of.
let me
If
just
it is
interrupt.
my
Let me
house,
just interrupt here, Vaidehi. I started with, no, what you're saying is much 2-3 levels beyond,
yeah, okay.
where it is a planned meet of business people where you have been told to bring your products for display. That's a
Yeah.
different thing. That's a much later stage. Here we are just having a coffee meet, okay, of people who are wanting to get into business or who are small-time business people, okay? So
There also I can have it somewhere in a corner, so they may
you
look it.
can't have, because if I have
Okay.
invited you,
Yeah, that's what. If you have, if I am inviting, that's why I was telling that
if
if
you're
I am.
yes, if you're invited, that's another very good idea. But let's finish this. If I have invited, it's just a mingling kind of a thing.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
meeting and you're catching up. We will come to the other one. That could be a next step where you. So this is not coming under the networking topic, but that is a second or third level where I want to display my product. And I have decided that this is like what people, your Amway and your uh, or L'Oreal and all those beauty products and all they do, or they make some things and they display and they invite you for a cup of tea and then they show. So that's a different kind of network, because that's a product. You can do that. Yeah, that's also a good way to do it. But here I'm trying to tell you, when you are meeting people, and something that was it Nita or Cora who mentioned that I take cards and then I don't know whether it was Nirmala or somebody who said that I meet people, I collect cards, and then I have not been able to follow. So this is a crowd of only 15, so it's not very difficult. But when we are in a bigger thing, like 100, 200, we don't collect all 100 people's card. And today, a lot of people don't even carry cards because digital ho gaya hai. Just I found it very good. People then and there who were interested in me, somebody just followed me to the coffee table. When in that 5 minutes break, I went to help myself with the coffee. That elderly person walked up to me, say, "Ma'am, I want to connect with you because I am into so and so." NGO, I talked about something. I'm in Aurangabad, I'm into an NGO thing, and I would definitely want to connect. I have your number. I read out my number, he saved it, and I said, give me a missed call. He gave, and already in the last 2 days, we have exchanged some messages. So that is quick, because he immediately, I did not know. I didn't even know his name until he walked up to me out of that 165 people. But when I was introducing myself, it registered to him that this is a lady mere kaam ki hai. He made a note and he approached me. That's how it should be when you are in a bigger thing. Jyoti, you have raised your hand for a long time. Let me listen to you. And yeah.
I just wanted to say that I'll go without any expectation, just with an intention of meeting people, new people, so that I just get a feel of the thing.
Okay. So when you meet people without intention and you're meeting, what will happen after that? What next? After the meeting, then what will you come back with?
I'll introduce myself definitely, but I'll see to the point that how the things come up like.
So when you meet the other 14 people, you will try to see which ones are doing something which are of my interest, and then you will continue to stay in contact with them.
Yeah, definitely.
You will try to stay in contact with them. So Bharti, do you have some?
The thing is that I connect with energies. So I see to it that I connect with them with my energies.
Yeah. So Bharti, I'll take your question last and then we move on. I have wonderful points to share with all of you, because in a lot of discussions that we had just now, everything that is coming in my slide is all already discussed in different ways. And that's why I like to, instead of showing slides, I like it to keep it open, because the thoughts that come up from you people actually bring us to the essence of the topic today. Yes.
Ma'am.
So Bharti had raised her hand. Is she around? Okay, Anita.
मैम मैं बोलूं?
Yes.
मैम जब आपने बोला ना मैं ऑर्गेनिक मसाले के लिए, तो मुझे ऑर्गेनिक मसाला ही मंगाना होगा, उन लोग को सर्टिफिकेट देना होगा कि ये ऑर्गेनिक है। ऑर्गेनिक का कोई वैसा तो सिंबल तो होता नहीं है उसका, उसको मुझे देना होगा, प्रूफ देना होगा कि दिस स्पाइसेस इज ऑर्गेनिक।
तो आप जो अपना पैकिंग बनाते हो ना, उस पे तो लिखोगे ना कि इसमें क्या क्या डाला है।
यस, तो मेरी बेटी ने बोला, माँ मम्मी आप केरला से मसाले मंगाओ और वो ऑर्गेनिक ही मंगाओ, फिर उसको आप तैयार करके फिर लोगों में दो, पहले सैंपल दो, पहले ये मत सोचो कि कुछ आएगा, पहले लोगों को दो। अगर जो उनको पसंद आए, फीडबैक उनका क्या मिलता है, उनसे हमें अपनी कमियां पूछनी है, ना कि हमें अच्छाइयां पूछनी है।
राइट, वही हमने पहले आपको बताया था ना कि छोटे छोटे सैंपल और उसको लेबलिंग करें और फिर देना करके, है ना।
तो मतलब ऑर्गेनिक मसाले मुझे जो ड्राई फार्म में खड़े मसाले मंगाने होंगे, इसके बाद उसको तैयार करना होगा, देन ऑर्गेनिक तैयार हो।
हाँ, और उसका सब आपका कॉस्टिंग करना पड़ेगा। वो हमने अलग सेशन में कवर किया था कि जो भी आपका रॉ मटेरियल जाता है उसका कॉस्टिंग आप करोगे और बैकवर्ड वर्किंग करोगे, तब पता चलेगा कि भाई मेरे में इसमें क्या क्या डाला है और क्या क्या कॉस्ट में मैं बेचूंगी, ठीक है ना। अभी हम लोग नेटवर्क
सैंपल में तो ये सब नहीं देना है मैम। सैंपल में तो बस अपना नंबर दूंगी, मसाले का नाम दूंगी और थोड़े मसाले दूंगी। हाँ, 2-3 तरह के।
नहीं, लेकिन उसमें मतलब आप बताओगे कि ना दीज आर ऑर्गेनिक होम ग्राउंड मसालाज और यू नो।
यस, ये तो बताऊंगी।
ऐसे भी तो वो आएंगे ना वापस आपके पास पूछने के लिए, और जिज्ञासा उसमें होगी कि भाई पता तो चले कि बहुत अच्छा लगा।
बस मैम जैसे ये है ना, ये यूथ जनरेशन ही ज्यादा लेगी मुझे लगता है, क्योंकि हमारी जनरेशन के लोग ऑर्गेनिक की इतनी इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं समझते, मुझे लगता है।
राइट, थैंक यू अनीता। हम लोग अभी आगे ये नेटवर्किंग के बारे में कि नेटवर्किंग से हमारे बिजनेस में कैसे, तो आप यहाँ बने रहिए, क्योंकि अब बात करते हैं कि कैसे आप जब लोगों से मिलोगे कैसे अपने मसालों के बारे में या अपने बिजनेस के बारे में बात करेंगे, है ना। भारती, यस, क्विकली।
Yeah, for first part only I'm asking. While going, I will definitely give importance for my dressing, my dressing, how I dress. I will dress very simply, and I will. I think I wear simple cottons and all, because it is not gaudy sarees and all. And I will put very big smile on my face. And this dressing sense I wanted to tell, so I raised that. Thank you.
Great. So thank you everyone, wonderful discussions that we had. And when we talk about social and business networking, there's something called somebody talked about Instagram and Facebook. So online networking is the process of expanding and developing your network, your contacts in the social area and in the business area through online communication. So there are some of you may be in some groups like art and craft. Some people who are in art and craft, they may on Facebook, they may have joined art and craft groups because they get to see other people's art and craft work. And if there is somebody who's very, very appealing to you, you might want to connect with that person. So that is called the digital networking or social and business online networking. And also LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Now there are a lot of people. Now I am on LinkedIn. It's a professional platform. So I'm on LinkedIn and I am into HR and training and facilitation. People who are looking at my work or any post that I have made there, and they read that, and if it is triggering some interest, they might reach out to me. Similarly, if I see some interesting personality on the LinkedIn and I feel I can connect to that person, I will reach out to them. So this is my network on social media. But coming to the personal level, I talked about meeting over coffee or meeting at some association invitation, like we have big association of women entrepreneurs or home-based business or small-scale business association is holding a meeting on 20th of April in Bangalore for all the people who are into small-scale business, and you will get to meet so and so people. So if some invitation is there, I would jump to go and see there, because maybe there are 500 people there, but even if I connect with 50 people and I find someone who's interesting related to my business, then it's going to be of help to me. So how does that work? You have to actually make strategies of what am I going to do. So that's why I'm taking you back to your assignment 1 and 2, and also your goal, because if I know, some of you have put in your goal that I'm going to learn to make YouTube. I'm going to learn this kind of skill. I'm going to learn about online marketing. So that is also your goal. So when you're going to meet people for networking, you will have all those 3 things on your mind already, because you have already done your homework. Select a few key associations or organizations and participate actively. Now, depending on what kind of business you are in, you will be able to find out what are the associations or organizations who are dealing with products like you. There would be some exhibitions. Now mango season, I know, because my sister is into, she's got a big farm in Devgarh, and years back, nearly 10 years back, in Mulund, there was a big mela fair of mango producers. You can actually take stalls and put your mangoes there. I got in touch with them because I wanted to know more details, because I wanted to share it with my sister and my nephew, because the son does all that. Now, because I connected with them every year in this time, but right from January, February, they start sending me their, I don't do business at all in mango, but they have my contact and they keep sending me a message that, okay, in March, we are going to set up a meeting. Please come for the meeting. We're going to do this, because in the meeting they talk, okay, now in Mumbai, in 8 places, we are going to have exhibitions. If you are interested, if you're taking 5 stalls, you will get at so-and-so price. If you're taking 1 stall, you'll get at so-and-so price. So all that you get to know. Similarly, if you are into food product, like Vaidehi said, if I'm going to a meeting, I'll try and keep in a prominent place. I will keep at the entrance so that everybody. So this is also when they give you stalls, the prominent stalls have an X price. The stalls which are in the second level, they have a little less price. So you have to be familiar with all these kind of working, because you want to showcase your product. So you have to select these kind of things. Get to events early and plan to stay there late. Now, when you're being invited, or you know where you're going to an event, whether it's a coffee, chai charcha, yeah, you're seeing display, you're getting an opportunity to display your product. Don't go in a rush. Okay, Binda has said 5 to 6:30, so I'm going to reach there on the dot at 5, and I'm going to look at my. No, I've told my friend to meet me at the railway station because we are going for a 6 o'clock movie. Don't do that. Focus. This is your focus. So that day, before and after, don't keep anything, because try and be there early. When you, for that matter, any meeting, when you go early, you're much more in control of yourself. Your confidence level is very high. When you're early, when I say early, don't go and stand there 30 minutes in advance. Let that person who's, if it is 10 o'clock, 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early is good. Because you get to meet more and more people who are coming in after you have arrived. So you can shake hands, you get time to introduce yourself and move on to the next person who comes and move on. But if you go late or just on the dot, 15, may say, 12 log already are there. So you get to meet only the last 2-3 people who come after you, because the other bara is already meeting other people and interacting. So you will feel left out. So try and see, and even towards the end, don't be in a rush to leave. So try and stay till the end of the session so you get to meet everyone. The purpose is served. Greet people you have met in the past. If you have met someone in the past earlier, like अभी आज की meeting में Jyoti said I will go with open mind and I'll meet. But the same people, when you meet another time after a month, make it a point to walk up to them to shake hands and say, oh, how are you? We met and so thing. So you are again connecting that rapport. Even if they are not of your interest, but you have met them. So acknowledge and meet them. Then you follow up on your lead. If you have met up people, you have taken cards or you have exchanged number of similar interests, make sure that in the next 2 days, you actually connect with those people, because memory is short. If you don't connect immediately, they will forget about you, because there are more people they are meeting in the other business events or something like that. Be generous about sharing your business tips, referrals, and leads with non-competitors. Now, when we talk about now, Vaidehi said, Bharti said, I will tell them about I'm doing this, that, and the other. But always remember, listen to them first. So often happens that somebody calls you and you know you wanted to talk to that somebody and you already start telling that person things that you have on your mind. You did not call, it was their call. So you have to allow them to speak. When you are meeting people, always listen to what they have to say and then tell your thing. Because you don't know how much time that person has, 2 minutes or 5 minutes. If you only talk so much, the other person has no time. Never do that. That's a big mistake that we do very often, that we just go on talking and not allowing the other person. So that other person will lose interest. The next time he sees you, he will avoid you, because last time ka experience unko pata chal gaya कि आपने उनका 10 minute ले लिया, and because of that he could not meet the other people he wanted to meet. Okay, so you have to, and then share your tips. Like if he is saying something, Bharti is saying something about it. Okay, how do you do that? How do you manage your marketing? Then Bharti will say, no, I have some groups and I just put it on that groups and I get the business. So he is getting that kind of tip. Or maybe Neeta is saying, no, you know what? I have made a website. I learned myself. Or there is one guy who actually makes website 500 rupees for all women entrepreneurs. Oh, wonderful. Can you give me a contact of that person? There you are. Like in Nasik, there was a young guy from Pune. There are 4 people. And he came up to the stage and he announced that they have pledged to make 1,000 websites free for the Maharashtra Chamber members. So sometimes you meet people like that. I met about 5 years back, I met a guy, I had invited him, young fellow again, IT guy. So he said, I'm willing to make, he had printed small cards of his with all details. These are the 5-6 things I will do, 500 rupees, and I will give you a website for 1 year. And he said, anybody who comes to me, take this card and I will create. Now, there is something, it costs 2,500 and somebody was willing to do for 500. So if I know, I can just tell you, Neeta, you know what? This guy, you can connect with him. He does it for 500. Then it's a basic website, but he's going to do it for you. So these are tips I'm sharing with you. Okay. And then when you do this, be generous about sharing your tips and reference, and then focus on know, like, and trust factor. The first 5 minutes of the meeting, you need to know about the other person. You need to find out what his likes and all are, and would you be able to trust that person? So that first, don't spend beyond 5 minutes. Provide value. Whatever the talk in that 5 minutes I'm giving, I have to provide value to that other person. Only then he's going to be. So everybody goes with a thing in mind, what is in it for me? मुझे इसमें से क्या मिलने वाला है? So if Binda is not giving you any value, Binda is not in my list. I'm not going to take her contact number. I'm not interested. Make it about them. When you're talking, make that person feel important. This I've talked in the listening skills also. Okay, network selectively. You cannot reach out to everybody in that room, but Like 5 people I gave you example initially, they are into, so your objective is to meet everyone, say hello, hi. The minute you get to know that they are into food business, you connect with them. So seek out the best in the network. Everybody is the best, but somebody must be in the garment, somebody must be in teaching services, somebody must. So my interest is more in food related things. So I may not spend more time with Binda because she's in services. I'll just exchange thing cards. But I know that Binda is into coaching and learning, and she's into wellness. So I have registered, I've taken her number, but I did not spend much time. But the minute 2 months later, somebody is talking to me about wellness in their organization, and say, oh, I met this lady one evening and she said she was in wellness. I think I have her contact. Let me connect with you. I will share your contact. You can go and talk to that lady. So that's how you have done cross promotion. Be an active listener and follow up. Okay. Golden rules of networking. Putting in the time and effort to network and grow relationship is very, very important for your business. Be prepared, like Geeta mentioned, be prepared with what you know about your product. What are the things? Don't just, if somebody asks you something, let me think about it. I think you know what and all. It shows that you are not confident. So just be prepared with all those 3 products, 2 products, or 10 products that you are ready with, and talk about that. Research your audience and be clear on your goal. What is it that I want to send the message about? There is value in every conversation. Whatever you are talking, idhar udhar ka baat karna nahi hai. Remember what that forum is. Remember now, this topic का ये session चल रहा है. I will be focusing only on that topic. Sometimes I do go off, but it is related to this and I have to come back to this topic because this is the conversation. In the 60 minutes, I have to talk only about a topic that is being covered in this session. So be interested in who you're talking to. Don't get stuck to one person. I just said, keep 15 मिनट इसका इंटरेस्ट, वो भी मसाला बनाते हैं, हम भी मसाला बनाते हैं, हम चंडीगढ़ में है, वो पूना में है, but we'll just go on talking and talking. You're not allowing yourself to meet other 10 people. You're not allowing the other person to meet other 10 people. So don't do that. You can always connect one-on-one with that person later, not in this networking meeting. Exchange contacts, follow up, repeat their name several times. Okay, Binda, it was lovely meeting you. Fine, Binda, I'll just meet. So when you're saying 2-3 times, Binda, it registers. Otherwise, kya hota hai? People take the card. Okay, they don't even look sometimes and they just put it in the purse and forget about it. I have this habit of writing the date and the event at the back of the card, so that whenever I look at the card, I know, okay, I met him at so-and-so meeting. And listen more than you talk, okay? Some things, as the networking rule, you should never break is always there is something like you give and then you shall receive. Don't go with the idea of, I need to take this, I need to take, like I just said, I give you some information about website designing. Somebody is there who does it for lesser price, a basic networking. Somebody I know who is also into packaging. So you know what? I'll share the number with you. You talk to her. She's also into the dry masalas and premixes. So maybe you'll get some idea with her. So what have I done? I have given you some contacts. So immediately Anjana will say, okay, it was lovely meeting Binda, because although Binda is into services, but she could share a lot of information which helped me. Okay, so always be ready to share information. Behave yourself at conferences. Bharti also said that, you know, you are going to dress up in that formal attire because you should know what kind of networking meeting it is. So when I invited you over a cup of coffee, I told you that I am inviting some more people who are wanting to do businesses. So you're not going to come in casual, and you're also not going to come in your jari mari saris. So you will come in a little smart casuals or formal clothes, okay? Ethics above all. Very important to have. Everybody knows I don't have to tell you about what is ethics, your moral values, not talking ill about somebody else, not doing something which is not, you know, dishonesty and things like that. And influencers matters. Yes, there are people who like promises from, okay, influencers matter, like thank you, Nirmala is still here. Nirmala the other day talked about this, my bazaar that Manik Bhai Patwardhan is doing, and she shared. So this is give and you shall receive. So she gave because she thought that was a good platform, and she's dealing with them. And I connected with the lady, and I'm going to bring her here. I'm asking you people also to share. So Gopi, please share that link again now. I'm also asking you to share that link with as many people as you can in your building, in your company, because there are small people who are doing things from home. They don't know there is something like this happening at GetSetUp platform. So share this information with people.
Okay.
And when I talked to her, Manik, I connected because she is known to someone I am also in touch with, and I know. So we are actually influencer matters. So she has an influence. Meenal Tai Mohadikar has an influence because we are working together with a lot of women entrepreneurs. Promises, sorry. Promises. Don't promise people. You know what, I'll call you tomorrow. And you're forgetting about it. Don't do that. If you promise someone, I'll send you a sample. In the next 1 week, I shall send you the sample. Do that. If you promise to do something, like I said, I know when I've told someone something, it's in my mind, but we are not computers, so we have to make a note. And most of my calls get over in the morning or late in the evening, during the day, because I have other things to do. So whenever I'm talking to some of my guest speakers, and I tell them, okay, tomorrow morning I'll call. So this morning also, again, I've made at least 4 or 5 calls, which I had promised. And some calls I have to make in the evening today. Some things I have to do this during the day. So if you are promising, or if you're not able to do that, send a message to them. Listen, I'm tied up today. Let's connect 4 days later or 5 days later, something like that. Okay. So this is something you need to do. So it's actually, it's a big topic, and I try to cover as much as I can, but let me just repeat the summary. We talked about all these in our networking, in our discussion today. But the best part was I was happy that I made all of you discuss in the beginning. That's why most of it got covered in our discussions. So thank you very much